Okay, we've got two words for you, mariachi and opera. Now put them together.
Should be interesting. Through Sunday, the Houston Grand Opera is presenting Cruzar la Cara de la Luna, an original opera written specifically for Houston audiences. Photojournalist Howell went behind the scenes to give us a sneak peek.
It all began when Anthony Freud, the then general director of Houston Grand Opera, had attended a Mariachi Vargas concert, and he called me the next day and said, I have this idea to create a mariachi opera. Once Mariachi Vargas, the band, became involved, and Pepe Martinez became involved and committed himself to being the composer, we knew that it would have an authenticity that was important.
The music is just life-affirming. It's wonderful, joyous music. Even when it's sad, it's still uplifting. Once you start to see the quality of musicianship, the quality of singing, the quality of their playing, at that point you get just sucked into it. I mean, it takes you one number.
I first started meeting with people, doing research, all the normal kind of things if you're going to create a story. And I said to them, what comes to mind when I say mariachi? And they said home. And I knew right then that I wanted to deal with the issue of home. A lot of the actual story that happens on that stage is based on my father's sense of displacement and always longing to be back in the old country, as it was referred to. You meet a man, an older man, who's obviously on his deathbed, very, very ill. He has a son and a granddaughter, and I wanted to right away present the three generations of the Mexican-born grandfather, the son that was born in the United States, and probably the most Americanized being the granddaughter. He starts calling names that nobody recognizes. The granddaughter is most curious about these names and starts investigating, thinking that maybe they're not random names. And we go into his past 50 years ago and find out about his life back in Michoacan.
The real kicker for me was when we went to the Châtelet in Paris. The first night audience there was sold out, and they gave it an 8-minute standing ovation.
They don't know mariachi music, so it was very exotic and new to them. After the dress rehearsal, one of the executives of the theater, a woman, came down and said, I just want to let you know that I brought my children, and after the performance, they were with their nanny, who's from Croatia. And their nanny was crying. And I said, oh, did you enjoy it? And she said, it's my story.
The nature of the piece is that it touches any number of people, and the more we take it around, the more that becomes clear. I think it's a fantastic piece to come to, and we're thrilled to have Mariachi Vargas back in Houston on stage with Houston Grand Opera.